Look, I apologize, Larry. I'm sorry that, I don't know if he's in the room. He can't stand it when I get up here and do these things, but you guys did a terrific presentation. How about for them? Really, I'm so proud of these guys and their teams that are here and families that have risen up, and something that was just a little idea a few years ago. Hey, what if we expanded our infomercial business into this thing called network marketing? And people in the company were like, network marketing? Gross. Why would we want to? It's gross. People have tried to sell me a filter one time. Why would we ever want to go into that business? And so any prospects are here who might have sat through one of these presentations and heard about network marketing and might be thinking right now, this is gross. And here's why it's not gross. And this is the point that I wanted to make, because we haven't quite, it didn't quite come out of this, and I can't resist the chance to just say, when these guys describe the problem in this country, that's gross. And when we describe what's going on with the business of exercise and weight loss and what you see, these sort of charlatans, what they sell, that's gross. And so the premise here is that through a very simple process of people caring enough about people to say, hey, I know this guy who got in great shape. And he really transformed his body. I know this guy, I saw him in an infomercial, and he really transformed his body, and he actually lives down the street from me. How would you like to do the program that he did? What we're trying to do is give an incentive. This is an experiment, as much as it is a business that we want you all to get rich on. An experiment where, what if we give the power of sharing these tools, of explaining these tools, or of just simply handing what we call a third-party tool, handing a DVD to somebody to say, check this out, you said that you wanted to lose weight, you said you didn't feel good about how much you ate at Thanksgiving or over the holidays, check this DVD out, there might be a solution on here for you, and by the way, your results could make you money. And try not to get too complex with this. What we're about to do here for the next 5 or 6 hours is talk about this game plan strategy. These guys are working something called the game plan strategy. What's happening in this room right now is actually a rare thing in this business. The common thing that happens in this business is people being at a function or a family dinner or whatever and saying, I'm doing this thing, you should look at this DVD, I'll follow up with you in an hour. And just handing a DVD, and then somebody watches, that thing does the heavy lifting, and then you say, now look, there's a way for you to get healthy and fit, you just got to plug into one of these systems. But I know, and here's what we all know, it's very difficult to change behavior, to change your own behavior, which means that, and everybody is their own behavior. It's difficult to change that and stay consistent with it. So what this does, what being a coach does, is it makes you want to not just make money, we all want to make money, but it makes you want to be a product of the product so that you get healthy and fit, so that will help you make money. So let me just sort of digest this, and then we'll move on. That being a coach means for less than, I don't know, a couple $100, you have the opportunity to get involved in what has just come to be an incredibly demanded thing in our society, and that is a new paradigm for getting people healthy and fit. How do I help people eat better? How do I help people get more active? We've decided that rather than be another corporation that just gets huge by selling a lot of product, we said, what if we gave that incentive to the people who are doing the hard work themselves? This guy who lost so much weight, this guy who got absolutely ripped, and so many other people I see who have done the hard work of getting ripped and getting fit, or motivating others to do the same. The people who are doing that work, which is the hard thing, they're the ones that deserve a major share of the reward. So that's what this is about. If you're thinking about becoming a coach, like they said, 30-day money-back guarantee. You give it a shot and you start to hand out these DVDs. We say do 2 exposures a day. That's the game plan strategy which we're about to train. So you do these 2 exposures a day. Hey, I'd like you to check out this DVD. Hey, I'd like you to check out this DVD. You said you wanted to get in shape. We were having coffee the other day. Just check it out. I'm going to follow up with you and see what you think about it. If it's not for you, then don't worry about it. That's how easy this business can be. And we've got people who are generating tens upon tens of customers and following that up with coaches and building a business. Now here's what I can promise you. You will not get rich by the end of the month. Okay? And it's very easy for people to sit there and everybody's going to want to be like, what are you talking about you're going to get in one of these MLM things? They're gross. I heard a guy say it at the front of a room. Well, think about a slingshot, okay? You know, here you are, you got your slingshot, this is your Beachbody business, and you're pulling it back, and people are like, see, you're going backwards. That business isn't going anywhere. See, you're going backwards. You want to go the other way. You're like, I know, just keep working it. 2 exposures a day. But you're going backwards, dude. This is a waste of time. It's gross. Pow! They're like, hey, man, how'd you get so rich? I just pulled my slingshot back. But you got to put something in the slingshot, and you got to pull it back, and you got to have the patience to work it. The exciting thing about this is there's not another opportunity in this country. You could sit through 100 of these kind of presentations for juices and all sorts of concoctions and legal stuff and whatever. And I'm sure they're all great. I'm sure they serve a purpose. But there's not another opportunity in this country or the world that is the comprehensive approach, putting really famous fitness programs into people's hands with a nutrition plan and a breakthrough like Shakeology, which is truly special to help people get healthy and fit at a time that we need it most. Here's my last thing I'm going to say. We are a country that needs people to step up and be courageous. The manager of this hotel should walk down to that front desk and say, we're not giving cookies away anymore when almost 10% of this population is pre-diabetic. Yeah. How about we don't hand them cookies? Give them an apple. Let's be that hotel. Let's be those kind of citizens where every decision we make is not about how can we gratify people so that they might stay for an extra night with a cookie. But instead, how can we show them that we care enough about them that we're going to take an action that is a little bit courageous. I saw somebody on Twitter, I can't stop. I saw somebody on Twitter the other day saying how they were debating about whether they were going to have pizza for dinner. No. They were going to have a piece of cake for dessert, or they were going to do something healthy. Maybe it was a frozen yogurt or something. And somebody tweeted back, and they were like, "Have the cake. Life's too short." And I was like, well, that's a way to make it short. What we need to do is, we got plenty of gratification, man. We got all the video games. Look at this country. We have a great time. We just got to learn to back it off just a little bit and take care of ourselves. That's not going to happen by Beachbody being more famous with infomercials. That's going to happen by our customers, our coaches, and prospects, like the people who took the time out of their Saturday to come give us an hour to talk, for you guys to have the courage to say, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to be a part of it. And maybe for 30 days, maybe for just 30 days, you give it a shot, step up, you join, you put your credit card in, and some money gets taken out of your account, and you hand those DVDs out to a few people. You just give it 30 days. And what happens if in those 30 days, you decide, no, this isn't for me, but you did expose some people, maybe you got a customer or two, and you get your money back. But then, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month later, one of those people, which happens to me every darn day, one of those people comes up to you and is like, you know that thing, you gave me this DVD, whatever, and it wasn't for me, but I handed it to a friend of mine that I work with, and that lady lost 75 pounds and got off her diabetes medication. And you're going to be like, I did that. And that's what is so exciting about this. Yeah, you get paid. Yeah, you have the chance to change your own body. But when you get an email from somebody, or somebody gives you a comment that says, I transformed my health because you had the courage and you had the enthusiasm to stay motivated enough to hand out a few DVDs for even just 1 month. And maybe you like it and you go another month, and then you do it for a year, and you're going to be like these guys. You're going to be standing up here being a full-time person helping people, which is what we're looking for. People helping people, not salespeople. That's going to make you feel good inside. You get a little bit more of that in this room. You get a little bit more of that in this town. You get a little bit more of that in the Northeast. And we have a whole lot more fun country to live in and a whole lot more healthy people to share it with. So I hope you join us. I appreciate you coming out. And I hope everybody sticks around for a very valuable game plan training for the rest of the day. Thanks a lot.